would that be the answer to how to avoid tribalism in the church, with different parishes kind of teaching their own, almost like you think of it sometimes it feels like, when you watch an old Western and there's just that one chapel in the middle of nowhere, and of course the preacher there is like a nightmare, like selling elixirs and just kind of like, you got it, tarnation. Really great, memorable dialogue from those movies. But it's like the one man is instituted in that little parish in that middle of nowhere town, and he kind of becomes God. And a lot of times you can see that in certain parishes, that the priest becomes God in his mind and starts changing teachings.
Yeah, we've always had kind of different emphases and different trends amongst Catholics that never quite degenerated to the point of tribalism like we're actually seeing today. I would say one of the areas where we're seeing tremendous polarization is concerning the liturgy, right? Some people are saying that the liturgy that was developed after Vatican II is a Protestant invention, and really is not respectful of God, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then other people are saying that the Latin liturgy is obscure and people don't really know what's going on. They don't understand Latin. And so there's like a little bit of a battle going on type of thing. And I think we need to kind of take the stance of like whatever the church is permitting in this area, that we need to accept it and respect each other. And if there's people that prefer the Latin liturgy, let's say, praise the Lord. We're glad that you get so much out of it, and whatever the bishop allows in a particular diocese. But we shouldn't have people saying, well, my liturgy is better than your liturgy, or yours isn't authentic, or, the Novus Ordo liturgy can be celebrated with great reverence and great participation and great holiness. There's a priest in Ann Arbor, when he says Mass, it's like, whoa, he's talking to God, there's just a tremendous sense of the Lord's presence and worship. So we need to not polarize over things like that, because we have a common enemy today, which is the world, the flesh, and the devil, and we need to unite together over the basics of the faith. And so I think there's a real danger, though, right, in the Catholic Church. I've never thought I'd see the kind of division that I'm seeing now amongst bishops conferences, cardinals, open conflict, open disagreement. And, either we're going to devolve into another version of the Anglican Church. We already are in some ways, where certain parishes and certain dioceses move in a certain direction, teach something different, really. Others which are Orthodox, others which are saying, let's accommodate to the culture. Or the Lord's going to do something to somehow deal with the confusion, the tribalism, the disunity, and bring us back into a reasonable measure of unity. So I think things are up for grabs right now. It's a very serious time in the history of the church, and we need to ask God to have mercy on us, because the tribalism is real, and it's more serious than I've ever seen before.